A special bench has been set up by the Supreme Court during the ongoing court vacations to hear the PIL over cutting of trees in Aarey in Mumbai. The bench has been set up after a delegation of students led by fourth-year Noida-based law student Rishabh Ranjan sent a letter to CJI Ranjan Gogoi on Sunday. The special bench in SC will hear the PIL over cutting of trees at Aarey Forest today at 10 a.m. In a letter, the students sought CJI's intervention to halt cutting of trees at Aarey. The letter stated that due procedure wasn't followed and that the BMC officials started cutting trees without tree officers from relevant departments being present. It also claims dozens of people were arrested during a peaceful protest and charged with non-bailable offences. This even as a holiday court in Mumbai granted bail to the 29 protesters who had been arrested in Aarey area of Mumbai. Now remember, the Aarey forest issue has also turned into a political flashpoint in Mumbai. The Fadnavis-led Maharashtra government is facing wrath not only from the opposition but also their own.
विषय नाहीये हा MMRCLचा विषय आहे आणि महत्त्वाची गोष्ट म्हणजे या MMRCLच्या विषयामध्ये मी हेच सांगतो सतत की MMRCLनी कोर्टात जिंकल्यानंतर जी गोष्ट अभिमानाने करायला पाहिजे होती ती चोरी छुपे का केली हा प्रश्न आहे. तर कुठेही शिवसेना विरुद्ध भाजप ना आदित्य ठाकरे वर्सेस देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी असं कुठेही विषय नाहीये.
Just weeks ahead of the Maharashtra Assembly polls, Aarey Forest has turned into a flashpoint in Mumbai. Thousands of trees have already been felled in the Aarey Milk Colony amid protests. The felling of trees is underway to build a metro car shed. Fadnavis government faces protests not just by the opposition, students and environmentalists, but disagreement from ally Shiv Sena as well. Here's a report.
कई दिनों से प्रोटेस्ट करेंगे और इन्होंने इलीगली 3,000 झाड़े हमारी आगे.
Mumbai has lost a part of its lungs. Amid concern over pollution and climate change, over 2,200 trees in Aarey Forest have been cut for metro car shed. The cutting of trees had started on Friday night, immediately after a nod from the High Court, which rejected pleas against axing.
That's where the Aarey car shed is going to be constructed, where the trees are being cut right now, felled, and in fact, the work that had really started on Friday night is still going on.
The move to cut trees was met with protests, both from CM Fadnavis' political rivals and green activists. Dalit leader Prakash Ambedkar was detained while trying to enter the Aarey forest site.
There is an alternative land which has been suggested by the committee at Pikroli, which is 180 acres. We are asking the government, why are you not interested in that land?
Right here you can see the group of people here are protesting against the chopping of trees, the cutting down of trees, them still being taken into detention. This particular road that you see is the one which leads to Aarey, and the entire road has been blocked, which is the reason why the protests are right now happening right here.
A student delegation knocked on Supreme Court's door seeking Chief Justice of India intervention.
We expect that Honorable Chief Justice takes cognizance in this matter. We are planning to come tomorrow as well in the Supreme Court and list the urgent hearing for stay as soon as possible.
The issue has triggered a massive political war as BJP ally Shiv Sena is upping the ante against Fadnavis' government.
You're arresting 21-year-olds, putting cases on them. This is absolute shameful behavior from the MMRCL. The ego of one or two people in MMRCL will take this government to shame.
The Aarey colony is known as Mumbai's last green lung. The big question is whether it is correct to give development precedence over nature. With Vidya in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today.
We'll shift focus now, and the Asia Pacific Group on Money Laundering published its report on money laundering and terror financing in Pakistan a week before the annual plenary of the Financial Action Task Force, where a decision could be taken on Pakistan's grey list status. The Asia wing of the terror watchdog has highlighted how Pakistan has failed to crack down on terror. Pakistan scored poorly in the APG report card, which had 10 parameters for effectiveness and technical compliance ratings and 40 parameters for technical compliance ratings. Of the 11 effectiveness ratings, Pakistan was rated low in 9 areas and moderate in 1. Of the technical compliance parameters, Pakistan was found compliant in only 1, partially compliant in 26, largely compliant in 9 and non-compliant in 4. The 228-page report, titled Mutual Evaluation Report 2019, would be one of the bases for the scrutiny that Pakistan would be put up by FATF next week. Now, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will embark on a 2-day visit to France to participate in the Rafale combat aircraft handing over ceremony. The Defence Minister will also perform Shastra Puja after the handing over ceremony on the auspicious occasion of the Shera. Interestingly, the Rafale handing over ceremony coincides with the Indian Air Force Day. Defence sources told India Today that Defence Minister is also likely to fly a sortie in the Rafale fighter aircraft. Rafale is one of the most lethal combat aircrafts in the world at present and will significantly boost India's defence capabilities. During his visit to France, Rajnath Singh will also meet French President Emmanuel Macron. As the Defence Minister is all set to take a sortie in the Rafale, India Today gets your first-hand experience of the fighter jet. Shiv Arur filed this report in 2011 after taking a sortie in the jet.
Roaring. Ready. All set for the Indian Air Force. This week, the Rafale stretches its wings for the first time under the auspices of its new masters, pilots of the Indian Air Force. And as a whole generation of Indian aviators get set to operate one of the most advanced combat jets in production today, India Today takes you where nobody else has managed to, directly into the cockpit of the Rafale and into the air. That's right, we weren't kidding, we mean literally. Long before the current crop of Indian pilots who will get to fly the Rafale, India Today's Shiv Arur became the first Indian civilian to do a sortie in the French jet. In 2011, not long before the Rafale was officially selected as India's next fighter following a grueling selection process, Shiv was invited to strap in and experience the 4th generation French fighter for himself. For the flight, Shiv needed to get the full lowdown of the advanced jet. Flying him on this warm summer morning at the Yelahanka Air Base in Bengaluru was Sebastian Dupont de Taichin, an experienced assault test pilot with hundreds of hours on the Rafale jet. For the flight, Shiv gets to don a French Navy flight suit and boots, all crucial elements to the flying experience, and of course, the all-important G-suit, indispensable for combat flying that involves sharp maneuvers. The Rafale is a beast of a jet, powered by twin jet engines that make it one of the most agile jets in the air. Shiv gets a full cockpit briefing on the jet, including how to operate the major systems and controls, and of course, the emergency ejection system in case of any kind of disaster in the air. Engines on, and the growl of the Rafale's engines pretty much drowns everything else out. Inside the cockpit, however, with the helmet on, Shiv only hears a bare rumble and remains in direct communication throughout with his pilot, Sebastian. With full afterburners on, the Rafale roars off the tarmac and rockets into the sky at a steep angle, followed by a sharp turn, demonstrating the aircraft's incredible agility. The Rafale exits Bengaluru airspace to a less densely populated part of the state for a 50-minute flight, where Shiv is given control of the jet for 15 minutes, allowing him to execute all manners and maneuvers, including loops, barrel rolls, and steep dives, followed by high G-level out stunts. After a full demonstration of the Rafale sensors and combat systems, it is time to return to base. With Shiv Arur, Bureau Report, India Today.
Over 2 months of restrictions in Jammu and Kashmir, Farooq Abdullah made his first public appearance since August 5th detention and PSA invoked against him. A 5-member National Conference delegation from Jammu met Party Chief Farooq Abdullah and Vice President Omar Abdullah in Srinagar. NC has decided to abstain from local body polls in the last week of October unless party leaders are released. Take a look at this report.
First major political development after withdrawal of J&K's special status. Former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Farooq Abdullah, detained under stringent Public Safety Act from August 5, made his first public appearance over 2 months after clampdown began in the valley. A 15-member National Conference delegation from Jammu met detained Farooq and son Omar Abdullah in Srinagar.
We met Mr. Omar Abdullah first, and then Dr. Farooq Abdullah now. We are happy that they are both well and in high spirits. Of course, they are pained and anguished about the developments, particularly the lockdown of the people.
In a significant move, the National Conference delegation hinted that the party may take part in the upcoming block-level polls only if its detained leaders are released.
There's a complete lockdown. The political mainstream parties, all members are out. If the political process has to start, then these people have to be released.
After the meetings with the former chief ministers by the National Conference delegation, now the party has clearly made it stand on the upcoming Block Development Council elections, that the party is not going to contest these elections unless and until the party leaders are not released.
The BJP and the opposition, meanwhile, continue to trade barbs over clampdown in the valley.
ऐसा भी कोई नहीं है कि ये लोग कोई आतंकी हैं या कोई उपद्रवी नेता हैं। इनका एक अपना दृष्टिकोण हो सकता है सरकार के किसी भी कदम में। उनके दृष्टिकोण पे सरकार को सहमत हो नहीं हो, उनको लगे ठीक है नहीं, वो अलग बात है। लेकिन इस तरीके से नज़रबंद किसी को करके रखना, ये तो एक डरी हुई सरकार की निशानी होती है।
Parties should have the democratic right to function, continue their activities. BJP is allowed to function, but other parties are not allowed. It is strange. What kind of democracy BJP is talking about?
जम्मू कश्मीर में अमन अमान है, शांति है। 97% इलाके में कोई तनाव नहीं है, सिर्फ इंटरनेट बंद है क्योंकि कोई अफवाह न फैलाए।
Farooq Abdullah's first public appearance since August 5 detention Is this a sign of the beginning of political process in the valley? Will this open up corridors of political activity in the valley ahead of the local body polls? With Ashraf Wani in Srinagar, Bureau Report, India Today.
Veteran filmmaker Shyam Benegal has hit out at the sedition charges filed against him and 48 other celebrities. Speaking to India Today, Benegal said that he was shocked at the charges level against him and his colleagues. He added that the charges were filed at a time when he is representing India for an Indo-Bangla film project. Benegal called the FIR absurd as he had only made an appeal to the Prime Minister on the growing incidents of mob lynching. He said that the open letter was an appeal and not a threat. On Friday, an FIR was lodged in Bihar against 49 celebrities, including Mani Ratnam and Aparna Sen, who had written an open letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi raising concerns over the growing incidents of mob lynching in the country.
It's a state government issue. You know, law and order is supposed to be looked after by the state. So, but you write to the Prime Minister because he is the big boss. You know, he's the boss of the whole country. So he should be in the know that these things are happening and something needs to be done very quickly before it starts to flare up. Beyond this, what's there? I don't understand this business of FIR and all that. What is this FIR all about? You know, what is it? Is anybody threatening anybody? Is anybody doing things against the state? You know, and bring sedition charges? Does it make any sense? I don't know who it makes sense to. It's very strange because it was a letter appealing to the Prime Minister to stop, you know, because he's in a position where mob violence of the kind that was taking place, you know, on cow killings or whatever, you know, mob lynchings taking place in different parts. And I just signed the letter. After that, I've been in Delhi because I've had meetings here on a project, which is an Indo-Bangladesh project, because I have a meeting with the Prime Minister of Bangladesh.
In a sensational move, the Telangana government has sacked 50,000 employees for not adhering to the ultimatum given by the government. This comes nearly 2 days after thousands of Telangana road transport employees hit the street demanding the merger of Telangana's Road Transport Corporation with the state government. Telangana Chief Minister, after chairing a high-level meeting, alleged that the employees during the festive season were trying to blackmail the government and, despite giving a warning, refused to end the strike. Telangana government said that sacked employees will be replaced by new employees within 15 days and the new recruits will have to compulsorily sign a bond against joining any trade unions. Durga Puja celebrations continue unabated throughout the country. Today is Mahanavami, the 9th day of the Durga Puja. From politicians to Bollywood celebrities, all flocked to pandals enjoying the festivities over the past 8 days. On the occasion of Ashtami, Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal offered prayers at a 500-year-old pandal at Bokal Tea Estate near Dibrugarh. Even TMC MP Nusrat Jahan was seen playing the drums and performing puja in Kolkata. Bollywood celebrities also celebrated Ashtami in style. Amitabh Bachchan and his wife Jaya Bachchan celebrated Durga Puja with actress Kajol, Rani Mukherjee and their family in Mumbai. This year, the main themes were environment, awareness, nationalism and the Chandrayaan mission.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.